Maddex was diagnosed in April of 2013. He had a few weeks of fever, and we really kind of ran out of ideas what was wrong. And then a few days later, we discovered that after a bone marrow test that he had leukemia. Like, you wouldn't know that he has leukemia from looking from the outside, but you know, it's every day you could tell, as his parent. Maddex has been in remission since like the 29th day. He had a tough run at it, as everyone does, but he made through it, and now he's on the final phase of treatment. He still has daily pills, and he's kept down from them every day, but he has so much energy, and he's just, yeah, such a strong boy that you can't even notice. His grandparents went on a trip to Tokyo, a business trip. When they came back, his grandfather's a huge Godzilla fan, brought him a Godzilla toy.
I was a fan of Godzilla from when I was a kid, kind of the traditional Godzilla movies.
And then we left him over for a sleepover.
And I decided it might be a good time to show him his first Godzilla movie. So he was about 1.5 years.
So he saw the first Godzilla movie in Japanese.
And he just absolutely loved it. It was the Godzilla, the original 1954 in Japanese subtitled. And he wanted to watch it over and over and over.
It was really just kind of a driving force. It's, you know, every kid has something that they love. He loves Godzilla.
It was all Godzilla all the time.
Once he was diagnosed, it was, you know, anything that he wanted that could help him cope with everything that was going on, and Godzilla did that. So it was really neat, really neat.
I created a monster, yes.
We were contacted by Make-A-Wish saying that they'll grant us a wish, and we were really excited.
We talked to the children, we talked to the family, and basically find out what the child wants to do, wants to see, or wants to be. That's what their wish is.
Yeah, the wish granter came by, and we all, you know, Maddex, you know, him being himself and Godzilla obsessed, you know.
We talked with our wish manager, Nikki Lester, and she came up with the idea, along with the other Make-A-Wish Chicago team, to do something a little bit bigger, a little bit badder, and make him Godzilla.
And that's how it kind of started.
I mean, the first thing, I thank you guys so much for coming, everyone that and I think we're all in it for the same, I know we're all in it for the same reason, is that we're creative people, we're filmmakers, and we have the opportunity to do something cool. And what's cool about this isn't when you kind of come together for these things, sometimes it's like spec spot or somebody's real or it's that. The only thing this is for is this little boy. And, you know, I was lucky enough to get this call to grant this wish. And so, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. We have an amazing team. Can't lose. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be great. And my goal is singular, is when this little boy comes in and it is premiere on August 28th and sits in the middle of this theater with all the sound and the visual effects and the cinematography and the artwork and all we put together, and for him to just, I mean, it is gonna blow his mind. He has no idea what's coming. So where a lot of this came from was Maddex's first pitch, and the first pitch to me was that he wants to be star in his own Godzilla film. He wants to scare civilians, he wants to breathe fire, he wants to take a bite out of a train, bus, or a car. He wants to come out of the water, and he wants to fight monsters, Baragon and Mechagodzilla. So we kind of put up, I wrote up those ideas because those are, if we get nothing else, I have to get those, those are the 5 things that I signed on for. And if we can make a beautiful story, which we will, out of that, then that's bonus and it's great and it's awesome for all of us. So yeah, that's kind of, that's the story. Madzilla's path of destruction. Sorry, Chicago.
Did you Google Maddex?
Sorry, Chicago.
Jonathan's been really fun to be around. He's so excited about this project. He's just like beaming he's glowing basically about this project. So it's really neat to see him. He has so much passion for it. And it's really coming through in his interactions with Maddex as well as me. It's very neat, very neat.
Go ahead, it's your trailer. Go ahead, guys.
Hey, Maddex, how are you, buddy?
That's Suzanne.
Hello, how are you? Are you the superstar?
Suzanne does hair and makeup. So when we do like Godzilla makeup to make you look meaner, she's your girl.
You want to hop up in the big chair?
You know, he's just having such a great time. I can't tell you how special it is as a father to watch him, you know, just be so excited to go in the makeup chair, to, you know, to be able to the focus of attention and have everything as he wants.
So what if we made a pretend city for you to destroy? What if I told you we're making one?
I want to see it.
Come on.
I already saw the little trees on Daddy's phone.
All right, well, you want to see what it looks like where it's kind of in the city?
I'm Jonathan Becker. I'm the creative director on the project. I was selected by Make-A-Wish Foundation to grant Maddex's wish to star in his own Godzilla film. Everybody's volunteer. It's wonderful. We're having a ball.
See how it kind of almost looks like a real city? It's amazing.
And like a baseball course is over here, right?
And then these are the buildings.
Stand up next to it.
This is Angela. She is making this whole thing.
My name's Angela FINNEY, and I am directing the set on the stage for Maddex, for Madzilla. What we thought we were gonna make was a green sweep with a few little plants and, I don't know, 6 buildings, you know?
You're gonna...
What?
Yeah. Rather than just putting him in front of a green screen, we could have done that, but this way he can crunch some stuff and knock over some buildings.
Everybody in the business has been calling and asking how they can help and when they can help. And this girl contacted me and said, we heard about the project. We're designers, and my entire office wants to come out and help.
So I set them to tearing apart little bushes and making little trees, kind of busy work.
They did it in about 30 minutes, and then there was nothing much else that 10 people could do.
And then one of the guys said, you know, we've got a 3D printer back at work.
Do you want us to make the bean? And we were like, yes, please.
He said, I could make you all of the Michigan Avenue buildings as well if you want.
The van pulled back up to this door, loaded to the ceiling with buildings and the bean. I started crying. Jeff was screeching like a cheerleader. I mean, we blew our minds. We had no idea. It's the most fun project I've ever worked on in my life.
That's what Chicago production crews are like.
And there's so much heart in this project, and it's everybody believing and everybody on, you know, working towards this goal. It's insane.
And a cause like this, you know, everybody who's had any time available has, you know, shown up. Some people for days, some people for hours. But yeah, we're good at coming together for things like this.
People have come forward to volunteer their time. People have added to whatever they brought to the film. Things we didn't expect happened. Bad things that looked like they were going to happen disappeared. It's been a magical show. It's been amazing.
Hey guys, I think we should wait a few minutes and see if this lets up, right? Yep. Anybody got a radar?
Yeah,
Are we gonna get it? Tell me about yesterday again. Okay, so it was good weather?
Yeah, it was really good weather. There was a very mild rain, you know.
Sprinkling, really. Even though the weather was terrible, everyone had a smile on their face. Yeah. And that's the best part. That's actually true. It was fun.
I think what was really compelling to me about the pre-pro and the planning for this assignment was the decision to combine very new school visual effects post techniques with very old school principal photography in camera. I think that that's one of the really compelling and really cool traits of this film, and I can't wait to see the results.
Good job, yeah! Now blow some fire that way. Blow some fire all the way to the side.
Any time where we have to take Maddex and make him look 800 feet tall, add scales to him, change the way his eye looks, anything like that, that's kind of where I got to come in and do my little behind-the-scenes magic with my team. But he came over to the studio, he came over to Film Workers, invited him in, and we showed him around the office. Did a huge chalk drawing for him on our chalkboard of Godzilla crushing Chicago. So I kind of showed him some of the explosions, some of the other like little pyrotechnic stuff I do. We showed him some of the edit stuff, so it was cool for him and his little sister and his mom and dad to see themselves. They were a little embarrassed of seeing themselves, but it was super cool to see their reactions to it. And then we took him up to color, and we let him play around with the color machines a little bit. So it was a nice day for him, a couple hours.
The Godzilla costume was donated from somebody that I was able to locate through hours and hours and hours of detective work. And he had the child's face showing through the neck, which I really love, the kind of scary with the innocence. And so I wanted to keep that theme throughout the other two costumes, so that's what we did. The biggest challenge for me was to find somebody that could help that had a really high skill level. And since most of them were building the miniature Grant Park, I really was, in the 11th hour, given the gift of Rick Starr, who's an amazing, amazing fabricator who carved Mecha Godzilla's head and helped me piece it all together. And I would get parts, and then we'd figure out how to put it all together. So I feel incredibly grateful. And that's kind of like the highlight and what everything else is based off of.
We're working on this project. It's a dream project for us. This is my Make-A-Wish. This is the reason I got into this business. You look behind me, we got this beautiful city that was built. Probably took 1,000 man-hours to build. And there's blue screen behind it. We had helicopters working on this shoot. We had boats, land, sea, air. The mayor came out to shoot with us. And he wasn't just the mayor, he actually played a cabbie. It's like, what's going on?
Maddex's wish was our canvas, and everyone, you know, on this crew got to do what they did best. And as we saw more and more of the Chicago production community getting involved, we realized how big this thing was going to be and the potential of this movie, this mini movie.
Action!
99% of this was donated from great Chicago crew, from lighting technicians to art department, to hair and makeup, to post-production, through and through. Everybody donated every bit of time for this. Maddex is, man, he is a bolt of energy. I mean, I wish I was 5 years old again. This kid is just nonstop. He's loving every minute of this, and I'm loving seeing him happy. Everybody's just watching him and just enjoying him smile. And
so we took him around to all of these little, we made little stations. One was with storyboard artists, so he sees how that happens. We brought him to the set builders who are already working on the set behind us. We took him to the costume department and showed them the costumes, all of the things that come together, and took him around so he really sees a piece about how it all comes together, and everyone else will when we put this together. One of them, though, was we brought some stuntmen in, and we're gonna show them how to make some stunts, how to do stunts.
We're gonna start out like this. And we're gonna use the moves that we got, okay? I'm gonna be mad, okay? And I'm gonna say, do you want a piece of me? And you're gonna say, no, I want the whole thing. Okay, you ready for that first part? Just the first part? You want a piece of me?
I want the whole thing.
Oh, and then slap me. Oh, now punch me in the stomach. Oh. Now do a punch this way. Right across. Oh.
So they showed some fake punches, fake kicks, and some fake stomach punches, and some falls. And ever since they taught him that, all he wants to do is beat the pulp out of me every time we stop a take. When we cut, I walk over, he asks me to come down, and then he cracks me across the face. But that's our little thing. This is what stunt class gives you.
that's kind of our currency on this. This is how we're getting paid. It's all smiles and hugs on this one, no dollar bills. So
the same way Maddex came up, had a vision, and he made up his imagination, made up the story. I had mine. The difference is I couldn't have dreamt it coming together like it did.
This boy is so deserving of everything. He's such a sweet guy, so nice, so happy, so lively. So seeing that smile on his face is just making everything and anything worth it right now. And
it's very clear to me as a result of being a part of this assignment and this project and being a part of Madzilla that if you open your heart and you do things for the right reasons, the result is pure magic.
just the support and outcome has been, it's been so touching and powerful. It's like this energy. It's like nothing is impossible, and it's amazing.
Go Maddex.
Go Madzilla.
Go Maddex.
Go Madzilla.
Go Maddex.
Go Madzilla.
Go Madzilla.
Go Maddex. Madzilla.
Go Maddex. Go Madzilla.
Go Maddex and go Team Madzilla.
Cut, cut, cut. That's a wrap.